Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the State of Emergency map. We're playing as a green player out of the 5th position. And we are on the final of the new Zombies map pack maps, taking a look at this map in particular with the idea of meta settings, right? Progressive cards, balance, puts dice, capitals. As nice as this capital seems, I actually want, I believe, this one here. And the reason I want this cap here is it creates a guaranteed path line. The 5 is here. I can attack back through this. It prevents orange from potentially going here. Allows me for a potential 3-point hold over this area. We can play for the Hellborn bonus first. A little bit easier to card block, most likely, but controls a path line. So I am going to go there. Should hopefully dissuade orange from going here, because otherwise I'm on the 5 and orange still ends up on this 2 anyway. And maybe he still caps here. I'm not sure. But we have some other options, but I don't love them, right? Blizzard knocks this one out. This puts orange up by red. We don't know where blue is. We've got yellow behind us. Likely takes a turn 1 bonus there. So our goal is turn 1 bonus in here for this +3. Yellow would also have a +3 nearby. Maybe he gravitates up towards this way rather than into us immediately. Only orange and red are going to see us. Red will only start with, I believe, 5 troops. If I remember correctly with the size of this map. So I don't anticipate seeing a 6-on-4 cap roll. And I don't also anticipate material coming from other areas. I think everything's going to get put here and then either rolls out the 3 on this area or plays back into the bonus that he is 1 point holding. So that is a 1 point hold over a +4. No, he's actually going to play to the right. That is very interesting. I don't know that I would do that. You don't have... Maybe he's able to take the +3 there and Shepperton front. No, he just stops, comes back, 9 on cap. Maybe he capped in front of somebody. That's also a possibility. Here goes yellow with the turn 1 take here. Almost certainly. I wouldn't split here. I would just take the whole bonus. I don't like that play. That's a ugly, ugly play. It doesn't take the bonus. Okay. Fair enough. I think that's a mistake, but that is fine. We've got the 5 to fortify into capital. Pink placing... Okay, pink goes left with that. I was nervous. I was a little bit nervous there. I don't think this 5 attacks up. I don't think that attacks on the corner here. It's a little tough to tell. Maybe I add a troop just in case. Does it? It does not. Okay, so... Not the most satisfactory of dice there, but it does mean I can 2-point hold this bonus. We play pretty simply. And once again, I would like to bring attention to bad dice hitting 2s. This has seemed to be some sort of theme lately. We also lost 2 troops on a 1, which is a very rare occurrence. I anticipate orange taking the +4 here. So our goal, play up the +3 and then play into this if possible. Maybe red doesn't knock our 2 out of here. We can come down underneath. Decent play by orange. I would bring at least 2 of those troops back to capital for safety, and you've got yourself a decent start as the orange player. That's exactly what he does. Blue is getting +10 already. I'm wondering if he is capped. Based off of what I see, he's either got Hume Horde. Pink went into here. Either Hume Horde or the +4 safe zone bonus behind the red player. So it is possible red capped directly in front of blue. Now goes in for that bonus. He must be in Hume Horde then, right? Blue took this immediately? That's possible. And yellow didn't take his bonus here. So Banana for Brandon, likely has his bonus now, but I would have taken that on the first turn. Maybe didn't get the best of dice. Pink does not have this. So I actually think we're in a decent position. Worst case, I have 9 on cap, right? I don't think anybody's capped on this line. We know where orange is. We know where red is. We know where yellow is. We assume we know where blue is. If blue is in this bonus next to yellow. So because that's my assumption, I think I can play off of this position. We'll start with what is that, 8? Maybe we don't make it all the way back, but I'll at least have a 9 on cap. I don't anticipate the red player breaking me right away. So this will pick up at bare minimum extra territories for us. 6 on 3. I got a 6 on cap now. But a 3 guarding here, 3 guarding here. We should be okay. Orange may come down here and try to hit me out of here, but this was a decent use of extra troops. It's also possible he just plays for an additional bonus here. I was worried he might come down and hit me, but he's just going to go for red's cap right away first. Slow rolling as well, which is a bold strategy. Loses 3 immediately, loses 2. I think if you lose this next roll, you stop. I would stop now. I don't like the continuation. This is not a good play. The 4 will come back to capital. But he has made a bad neighbor. I actually think he was initially going to try to run through my pathing there with my second bonus gain. Did I hit any blue on my turn? I did not hit any blue, so I shouldn't be on blue's radar. And if blue is capped where I think he is, we actually have yellow as a barrier in between us anyway. So certainly don't mind that. Blue was not capped behind red. Logistically speaking, this is the only bonus he can be in is Hume Horde here. So decent start for us as long as we don't get broken by yellow or pink. I don't anticipate red going for us. As the blue player, is he going to try to take both sides of these bonuses? This is my concern, is that red tries to retaliate on orange. Bad dice there may not get this. Also, the number of troops he came off with wasn't that high, which makes me think his cap is actually pointed into yellow instead. Very aggressive play there, though. That could be a +7 pickup in the middle. We'll be getting +7 ourselves here as long as we don't get hit. +2 extra troops if we don't get hit at all. And red is now up to 10 troops. So red theoretically could go right into orange here. And he's actually going to break on the back door, not even go for the capital. So he must have seen the fortify off then, is what that signifies to me. I wouldn't be surprised if pink had this bonus down here. Yellow still bonusless, did not knock red out of that position over there. So I'm poised to try to take a third bonus in central die lands. It's going to depend on what pink does here, though. I fear that the pink player is pretty strong. Also, if blue is capped in the middle of this bonus, yellow just did quite a bit of attacking. Maybe blue is breaking yellow. Pink does have this. This is my fear, is that pink goes for this bonus instead of this one. Although we don't see anything there. So that's certainly not a bad thing. Especially 9 troops. I'm not sure you get this whole bonus here if you didn't have any material to begin with. So we may be in okay shape to try to take. At least clearing material out of some of these spots isn't a bad idea. There's the hit there. He will finish this. So I guess the question becomes, go bad to him now? Maybe that's the right play. We get 13 extra troops. I'm going to try to play nice. I think playing nice is going to be... I don't want to sit on him. He's got a 12 stack there. I think he's going to go bad to me. It would not surprise me if he went bad to me, so we're going to keep those troops there. But I found his capital. We now know the route to break if we need it, either over the top or underneath. And orange survives. I don't love the additional distribution here. I think this is picking an unnecessary fight, in my opinion. Is the 2 going to come back? The red could easily roll that cap. Blue still gets 10, so not broken by yellow. And now we get to play. We get to determine, is pink good neighbor? Somebody actually lost their capital. I think blue must have lost his capital. So I think what happened is he kept Shepperton front and Bendigon. And he kept both of those bonuses, but lost Hume Horde and his capital. Yellow took those. So I don't think yellow's cap is probably very strong now. I wouldn't be surprised if blue did a rebreak there. I imagine blue keeps hitting him. Now we got to find out what red's strat is. Does red dump everything on capital, make a push? Obviously, our cap a little bit weak. but only puts 3 here and does break on the side. Does he go into me as well? No, I think he sits there with the 7. No, he actually just pulls it back. I like the inconveniencing he's doing. Yellow gets broken once again because blue did not get broken on the top line here. We could actually help yellow, but blue's going to get too strong on this next turn. Pink's also, yeah, pink's quite strong. Let's see if he goes bad to me. Very interested to see if pink plays bad to me because 1, we should still hold one of these bonuses, and 2, because we hold one of these bonuses, we should have a break line underneath. But if I don't see anything land on the capital, he may aggress regardless. Does this hit up? Oh, it actually hits down. So he does play nice. He actually plays very, very nice. This is like my protector stack. But I'm actually going to hit blue here. I'm not going to bring that back to cap. We're going to leave that there. I think that's, say, at least slightly preventing red from attempting a break on me. So now we're playing a little game of like, come open me up. Come open me up. Why not? I would put these troops back on cap. He should stop splitting. Red has shown you that this is a bad play. Orange, I don't think, is a very experienced player. Knows enough to at least slow roll. This defense is going to mean nothing. Either red just breaks in the open slot or he hits your 4 again. Neither of which are super threatening. I do think we see blue just keep pounding it into yellow, unfortunately. And he actually takes yellow's capital. Now, we know that the potential for the end of yellow is actually up here. So, if yellow does not trade in to... If we see one more attack here, we know that it's really just yellow on this spot and this spot. I think blue may have kept him back there. But now would be a great time for red to actually hit the blue player. Feel quite bad for Banana Brandon, unfortunately. Does red hit here again? He does. He is no mercy. I don't know why orange didn't just bring all of those troops back to capital. But I'm not surprised. He tried to slow roll red, and red isn't having none of it. And so much so that he's actually just going to leave the troops there. Yellow down to 3. Insta trade in. He's going to try to break blue on the top line here. No, is he going to go off the capital? Slams, takes no cards. I don't know that I want to take his elimination then. Oh, is pink going to go for blue off of this line then? Knowing full well that this is the yellow. Does he get it? He does get it. Okay. I don't think blue has a very strong defense up here then. So here's what we're going to do. What's that? Aw, bummer. Shucks. He flagged, though, so he doesn't actually even lose the cap, but straight flags. So that'll trade in. That should hit into pink, then. This is the yellow kill. But that's good for me. I intentionally did not want to take the yellow kill because I didn't want to be a card. I didn't want to be... in my situation, it's not even a card. The only person I'm a card ahead of is orange. In my situation, I would just be in front of red and pink in the turn order. Interesting that orange would hit me out of that spot. You had already taken your card at that point. I'm not sure I understand that play. And blue is fully botted. So pink is quite strong. I may experience his wrath here. Thought a 61% roll might be enough to take the cap. The 10 immediately fortifies. We would have been golden. Now we have to try to battle against red and pink, who is now a double capital player. This comes completely off cap too. This could get pink to triple cap on this next turn, which is dangerous. We'd have to go through him to even hit this because of the fortify off. So let's see what red does. Red might trade and go take that, knowing that blue is out of the game. I had to try to send it, right? We get 10 on it. Pink just did a similar move where I think he's got some sort of defense on the left-hand side, brought those troops over to try to defend. So he's quite strong, probably even stronger than us at this point, despite us getting more troops than him. And is orange fried here? Orange is fried. Unless he exists elsewhere. Orange is cooked. That was expensive for red, though. I don't think that was a particularly worth it play. We see that he lost that initial cap roll with the 30 stack. Only comes back with 13 here. I assume the rest of those troops fortify. So we're down to 3 human players and a blue bot. Would not be surprised to see the pink player go into us here. We're going to get the 20 trade because of red's early elimination on orange. And pink seemingly commits everything on the right-hand side here. A bit of a slider play. Sliders aren't super necessary now with the dice changes that they made. By the way, we're 15, 17 minutes or so. Pink does take this. We're quite far into this video. I just want to say, I think he's going to feed this to me, right? Anyway, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. It's been a goal for this year for quite some time now. And I really appreciate what everybody has done for the channel. Especially Friday's video, man. The support on that bad boy was so good. Well played. Well played by pink. Hopefully this bot sets in behind him, because I just took out far too much of that. It does. It's either up in the top left or it's set behind him. Either is fine. 1 devastates red. I don't have a trade on 3. One devastates. So close, man. It's gonna break me too. Oh no, not yet. Now it breaks me. Yeah. Okay, I think I broke pink first then. Pink is quite strong and probably not too happy with me now. Triple capital. This one's gonna be tough to get out of. But anyway, the support on Friday's video was tremendous. It's one of the highest allocated or view allocation videos we've had in a while, like especially in the early run. I'm not sure what the point of that was by red. Yeah, because now pink just gets 24 and he's gonna... Yeah. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, brother. I don't know if that fist was at me or was at red, but sure. I'm not sure why he went into me there. Seems like pink might go into him, though. We've been pretty nice to each other throughout the duration of this game. So I have no reason to go bad at this point. But yeah, 3,000 is awesome. We've gained like over 20 subscribers in the past 3 days. On Friday in particular was just so great, and I'm really genuinely so thankful to everybody who subbed and who supported the channel up to this point. This was a major goal for us, setting the next milestone at 5,000. It's not 3,000, it's 5,000, or it's not 4,000, it's 5,000. We'll get there hopefully eventually. But again, everybody, thank you very much for 3,000 subscribers. Without you guys watching and supporting and commenting and enjoying and getting better at Risk and all of that stuff, I couldn't do it without all of you. So thank you very much for your support. And let's see how the rest of this year goes into 2026. I think we'll see the red player eliminate blue. We do. Pink's caps are not that strong, but I think he's working with me. He would have broken me on that last turn if he wasn't. So I think red is probably our common enemy. I wonder if he lets me take this bonus down here. I'm not sure he's even defending this very strongly. He gets plus 30 on 4 cards. Could potentially eliminate red right now. It looks like he's not going to do that. but he is going to break. Can I win the 1v1 afterwards? That's the question. So I don't have an open capital. All of his caps are open on all sides of the board. I guess I break here, right? You know what? Actually, maybe I do this slightly more tactically than I intended, where I take this whole bonus for myself with the intention of opening red up on a potential retaliation line into pink. Part of me wants to get opened. Interesting. What is 11? Oh, he's got double cap and then the +4. Because getting into here is going to be difficult, but if red helps me do it, that's kind of the biggest question. If red helps me get into this area. Because right now pink has a 2 cap holdover, double bonus, +3, +4. I don't really have a hold over anything. Does he undercut me here? Or does he undercut pink? He doesn't actually hit either of us, which is intriguing. Now, I know pink, even with the trade-in, won't have enough to eliminate me. But I don't know what his goal is. Does his goal take this bonus? Or okay, this to me tells me he's going to go for this elimination. He does not have this elimination. Do we see him jump to 4? A jump to 4 would be very interesting. We've been good neighbors. He does not know how much red has here. And that is the critical mistake that he's made, because he's fully off of this capital now. Which means he doesn't come back down to this one? Don't mean to turn on you, sir, but I think you made a critical error. Because the problem is, nobody ever showed me a reason to trust either of them, or to trust one over the other, right? They were both just, you know, red was a good neighbor to me. And I kind of want to win. I want to win. I've been starved for wins on first attempts on these maps lately. And I don't want to fumble the bag. And I think we get a potential strong retaliatory play here from red. Interesting. He doesn't actually do anything with that. That's intriguing. I have a set. And because I gained this, I can prevent him from doing really anything super dangerous. And I understand pink's going to be fully against me here now, so I kind of have to go full send. Simply put, he's not happy with me. I did turn on him, but I turned on him because I feel it's important to punish a mistake. I evaluated the position as a spot where the pink player was not able to complete the elimination, and he was going for it too early. Maybe he doesn't retaliate as much as I think he's gonna, but I don't really necessarily think that that's true. I also don't think holding on, or how much, I'm gonna get quite a bit here, right? He's gonna fortify towards, yeah, that's a silly play. I don't like that play at all. Ah, darn. Because I'm trying to butter up, red's cap doesn't have, oh no, it should still have pathing into him. I'm trying to butter up red a little bit here. If you want to take this bonus, bro, go for it. He's clearly not hitting me, so he is working with me to some degree. We let him pink hold over here, trying to get him to set early to make a mistake again. Because now we've made an enemy. We were buddies. He did the fist bump. I get that. But I think it's important when you overcommit on a play, I need to try to take the advantage. If he cap rolls here, he loses himself the game. Just objectively loses himself the game. He actually may not know I'm capped here, which is important. Because if he rolls this, he's cooked. Yeah, that's basically an admission of defeat, in my opinion. It doesn't matter how much he fortifies from the right here. He has no connection from his cap on the left. So I just regather my material, and then I hope that I don't feed him to red. So it's pretty good dice. I might have fed him to red, but red doesn't trade it. He quits. Okay. Here. So red doesn't trade in off an elimination, and pink has bailed. I think the retaliatory overcommitment is an interesting play. He had done it twice now, where he overcommitted troops, in my opinion. Now red may think he's not fully quit, but it's interesting to see that red doesn't go for that elimination there. I may very well get many troops, but it almost feels like red is giving me the elimination potentially. I'm not convinced that this is going to pull off cap quickly enough. Red fist bumps. And that was the thing, is I never actually betrayed red early, right? Like I took this material from blue, he hits me, I just took back, we let him have the bonus, then I take it to open him up to pink if he wants to use it, but nothing I did was ever like, red, I'm against you, whereas pink was adamantly against red, right? I didn't actively try to go for breaks on red and that kind of stuff. He also moved 20. This is interesting. He moved 22 troops in front of me. So if this rolls off the 4, so he has to hit a cap to get this. That fails. He has to roll a cap to get this. I need to heavy defend, I believe. I want to hide that territory there. I just need to hope he doesn't find this. Oh! That's one way to do it. I don't know if that was a betray attempt. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I thought that was going to be a betray attempt. But instead... Wow. I should have enough here as well. We just gotta hit this. Huh. Okay, I mean, red's a stand-up dude then, right? And red didn't ever overcommit to any of his plays, which I think is fair. Good on you, red. And he won't be able to cap. I don't think he can cap run even with a trade in here. I respect him going for it. Loses 84. A split here, I think, would be a mistake. A split's 8. That's definitely a mistake. He sees I have 66 up there. So it pains me to admit, but sometimes betrayal is necessary if you're going for the win. We're not playing with alliances on, and I know I've had people in the comments before who are like, it's a shame that you didn't honor the alliance that you had with people. But to be honest, I think if you're going to make a mistake as critical as rolling a capital and not having enough troops to finish the elimination and not putting troops on your capital, then unfortunately, I can't justify continuing to work with you when I know that if I do that, I may very well fall into 3rd place. And instead, we found kind of a retaliatory buddy in the red player, and we come out on top. And so I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'm just going to win the game. I don't think it's necessary to world dom this player. He made a go for it. He didn't have the troops to do it. And we take home the win. Pink player, I implore you to have a slightly better understanding of the board in the future. I think your fundamentals in the game of Risk were sound. Jumping on opportunities was very good, but I don't think the red player is the opportunity you should have jumped on when you did. Got to play it out a little bit more, especially when he capitalizes off of a trade-in like he did with the elimination on the blue player. So, or at least after the blue player. So keep that in mind. Beginner on red and orange, intermediate on yellow and pink, and then novice on the blue player. Again, everybody, thank you very much for helping me hit 3,000 subscribers. If you want to continue helping me jump to upper subscriber milestones, hit that like button down below, push the video out to more people, and also subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out quite a bit. As always, everybody, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.